Hello, I'm Laurie Lane-Zucker, founder and CEO of Impact Entrepreneur, and I'm here in Copenhagen at the Global Impact Investing Network's annual forum with Tim Radjy. Tim, what organization are you with?
I created AlphaMundi Group 15 years ago, based in Switzerland.
Why did you create it?
At the time, there wasn't much impact investing going on, although we already saw the first signs of commercial microfinance, and I wanted to prove a concept and also be innovative with financial products.
And what does it do now?
So AlphaMundi connects private capital, mostly from Europe and to some extent the US, with leading entrepreneurs in Africa and Latin America. To achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, we deploy debt and equity capital, and we also created a foundation a few years ago to be able to operate with grants. So we try to operate across the entire continuum of capital to sustain the scale-up of solutions for the SDGs.
Oh, awesome. What countries are you most active in?
So our investment teams are in Colombia and Kenya. We cover Mexico, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia primarily in Latin America, East Africa primarily in Africa, although many of our companies have now expanded to other regions of Africa.
Can you speak more about the sectors that you're most active in?
We started in microfinance like everybody else, and we moved into agriculture and food, and renewable energy, housing, affordable and green housing, and now we're building a new pillar in our portfolio for the circular economy, so waste management, recycling, etc. So it's been a progressive journey of developing exposure to new sectors that are all critical for the SDGs.
I'm sure you've worked with a lot of different companies. Can you give just one or two examples of companies that you've kind of worked with over the years that you are happy or excited to talk about?
Yeah, sure. So we were early investors, or even first-time investors in a company like Terra Fertil in Ecuador. At the time, they were just operating in Ecuador. During our partnership, they expanded to multiple markets in Latin America. They grew their annual revenues from about $3 million to close to $60 million per year in a period of about 8 years. And they were ultimately acquired by Nestlé. And they created a new value chain for goldenberry, which is an Andean superfruit. What we really loved about the company is the founders' commitment to the farmers, because they were committed to buying all the production, to helping them evolve towards organic farming, increase the yields and productivity, and sharing a greater share of the premium with the farmers, and they opened new markets for these farmers. So it was really a fantastic story. And post-acquisition by Nestlé, they maintained the brand and they maintained the mission. And they've now expanded to Brazil and the US and other markets in Europe.
That's a great story. So you're here at GIIN. What types of connections are you most interested in making while you're at the conference?
Well, the GIIN is really a fantastic convening platform. It allows you to meet old friends and catch up with them, and also to meet the newcomers. I saw a statistic that more than 60% of delegates are first-time attendees of the conference. So it's great to see that impact investing as a movement and as an industry is growing and encouraging new investors to step in. In Europe, we have the SFDR. So this new regulatory framework for transparency and sustainable investments is really helping people make a distinction between ESG and impact, and I think on that new premise, it's a lot easier to engage with new mainstream investors and design impact investment solutions together.
Tim, for those who would be interested in learning more about AlphaMundi, what's the best way to find out that information?
So we've got our website, alphamundigroup.com. You can find us on LinkedIn as well. You can send us an email to geneva@alphamundi.ch. And otherwise, we're easy to find at conferences.
Thanks for sitting down with me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.